Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back with another history of video for Borderlands, and today's topic will be the history of Crazy Earl. And he's best known for being voiced by the CEO of Gearbox Software, Randy Pitchford, for running the black market in the pre-sequel in Borderlands 2, and for having a piece of the vault key in his possession during the events of the first Borderlands game. So, Crazy Earl comes off as crazy to everyone else, but Tannis insists that he actually isn't crazy, but instead just hates people. Tannis also set up some sort of favor with Crazy Earl, as she says he took the vault key fragment and she gave him her underwear in one of her diary echo logs, which you'll hear in just a moment. Tannis also says at the beginning of the mission, "Meet Crazy Earl. Have you met the bearded turtle yet, Crazy Earl? He hides from me in his scrapyard to the south. Anytime I want to see him, I have to blow a hole in his junk pile. Anyway, he has a piece of the vault key, along with most of my underwear. The details of that transaction aren't important, just get that artifact back. Here's the diary echo now."
Day 653. Today is my birthday. I've been alone for an incalculable amount of time. A convict accidentally crossed over into my encampment this morning, and I allowed him to look about before I shot him in the back several times. I was immediately filled with regret upon doing this, because the human contact, no matter how awkward, would have been nice. I've decided his name was Leslie, and he had a troubled childhood where people would make fun of him for having a girl's name. And the torment eventually led Leslie to a life of crime and debauchery. There was a tattoo on his bum that looked not unlike the name Patricia. I might have imagined the tattoo. The experience compelled me to move the vault key fragment I found so that it can be safe. It's extremely important, so I've given it to the man known as Crazy Earl. He's not crazy. He doesn't like people. The vault key will be safe with him. I also gave him my underwear.
So we don't know if that means the two of them have actually had sexual relations or not, but many people seem to think that he kept the vault key safe in exchange for some sort of sexual favor. So we know that Crazy Earl enjoys his solitude, and in his spare time he likes to get drunk. His favorite food is canned skag meat, and he also likes to hang out with his pet skag, Scrappy. In the mission, Earl's best friend, the Vault Hunter, heads out to deal with some bandits who stole Scrappy and return him to Earl. We see a much different side of Crazy Earl, as he is extremely concerned over the theft, and he says, "My best friend, the bandits took him out to the trash coast. You gotta save him. I'll do anything, just don't let him kill him." Earl also uses the Vault Hunter to get him a fresh round of booze in the mission Hair of the Dog, which requires the Vault Hunter to grab 24 bottles of Dixie Wrecked brand moonshine in exchange for the vault key. But when the booze is delivered, we find that Earl gave away the vault key piece about a year prior. Crazy Earl says a man by the name of Crom gave him an offer that he couldn't refuse, and that's why he barricaded himself in the scrapyard. Crom and his bandits were also responsible for stealing all of Crazy Earl's supply of skag meat. We don't know exactly what the offer was, but based off of Earl's defenses, how he describes Crom as a bastard and a tough-ass bandit, and him barricading himself inside the scrapyard, it's likely that Crom's offer was for the key fragment and he lets Earl live, or he just kills him and takes the key fragment, and that would be it. It's very clear during the mission, the next piece, that Earl is done with having the key fragment, and he says, "If you get it back from him, you and that Tannis woman do whatever you want with it. I'm done with it." Another fact about Crazy Earl is one we get from Scooter when he says that Earl is crazy and that the Vault Hunter should be careful when dealing with him at the black market, because Earl once ate one of Scooter's runners with a fork. Like the whole car. Crazy Earl also makes references to Resident Evil and The Legend of Zelda. He will sometimes make the remark, "It's dangerous to go alone, jerkwad." And in The Legend of Zelda, an old man gives Link a sword and says, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." Earl also sometimes will say, "What are you buying, huh?" which is a reference to the coolest video game merchant out there from Resident Evil 4, who says,
"What are you buying?"
Alright guys, so that was my history on Crazy Earl. If you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you guys got something to add or a question to ask, jump in the comment section, drop a comment, and we will figure it out from there. If you guys like Borderlands, go ahead and subscribe. We do a lot of content here. We got a good community, and I'd love to have you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.